Disclaimer. This episode contains many trigger warnings, including Scientology, cutting, old people, white people, drugs, tobacco, bananas. Thank you for listening, and have a good day. Alright. So this is episode number 2.
Oh, did you start recording?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Oh.
It's only been about 2 weeks since the first episode, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Something like
so... Unfortunately, our massive amounts of fame and millions of views haven't come in yet. But...
Those 10 views so
That's
far.
right. Look, we're double digits. That's what we are. We're double digits.
Yeah, boy.
Awful. Just
Huge
awful.
popularity spike. Alright.
Oh man, that's why we need a big star. We need
You're right, we need to get a
The Rock.
celebrity host.
We need The Rock.
Rock, yeah, let's get him over.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson. If you're listening to this podcast, come join us. Come join us.
And message us.
Yeah, we'll gladly have you on. We won't pay you or anything because we're poor, but we would love it.
Yeah, you just for free.
That's right. Okay, so I feel like I haven't talked to you in like a week because during the week I'm really busy.
Because you're super busy, yeah.
Yeah, you got school, you got work. I recently got my 3rd job.
That's a lot of jobs.
Yeah, I got my 3 jobs, right? So in the morning, Monday, Wednesday, and I used to work Fridays as well. Wake up, go to the gym, 6 a.m., then you go to work at 9 a.m., work from 9 to 12, and then I go to my other job, which is I wash laundry at the athletics equipment room. And I work there from like 12 to 5, or 12 to 4. Then I go to class, it's a good time. And then I have class all day from Tuesday and Thursday. I have class all day that day. And recently I started being a engineering mentor for like middle and high schools. They're training us right now to try to be like get kids into engineering.
Did you meet any of the kids yet?
No, I haven't. We're gonna go around to schools in the spring, but right now it's just the training. So last Friday, yesterday. What day is it? I don't know. I'm losing track of time.
What year is it?
What year is it, man? All right. So yesterday we had a training, and the training was just to like teach you how to run an activity. As it turns out, this job has a lot of teaching in it, like a lot of the elements of being a teacher.
Being a mentor? Yeah, that's...
Yeah, so because you go into schools and you give presentations and like you try to get them interested. So the person running it, the director... Oh, I just hit my mic. The person running it gave us teacher's notes, right? And like there are all these things, like what materials did you use? What criteria? What were the curriculum standards? Have you heard of MSETS 1-1?
Ooh, that's a very important one, I think.
It is very important. It is define the criteria and constraints of a design problem with sufficient precision to ensure a successful solution. So I'm gonna have to learn about like actual teaching. It's gonna be fun. But it pays for my Thanksgiving flight to Oregon, so it's a $1,200 stipend. So I'm ready. It's totally worth it though. I enjoy working this kind of job anyway. It's nice.
Yeah, you have to give like presentations and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like terrifying for most people.
That's true. A lot of people have stage fright, but like I've never really had that issue. I don't know.
If it's something that I'm like know enough about, like I'm normally okay with.
We went to different middle schools, I think, for the first year. First year of middle school.
Maybe.
Yeah, 6th grade. So I went to Teachers Middle School. This is personal information.
Uh-oh. Can't say that.
That's right. The plethora of middle schools named Teachers Middle School. Let me have a look. Teachers Middle School. I wonder how many of those exist. Yup, there are many Teachers Middle Schools in Massachusetts.
Oh, well.
Okay, so in middle school, I remember we had this project where you had to come up with a product and then give a presentation on it. And I was really lazy. I literally just grabbed like a blanket and I was like, "This is the invisibility blanket."
Wait,
put it on.
No.
Wait, was that
Charles? We did that together.
Wait, we did that together? We did that?
Yeah.
We did that together, Spencer?
Did that? Wait. We did that together.
That's so funny. Really?
Didn't we?
I think so. I don't have very good memories of that time period, but I remember that particular.
Yeah, we definitely both did an invisible
Okay.
What's that?
So I was wrong then. Okay, so we went to the same middle school then, or like this is later than my memories of my 6th grade. This is probably 7th or 8th grade, right?
Thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So we did the invisibility blanket, and I remember just it being fairly easy. You know what I mean?
I couldn't remember my lines.
Yeah? But it was just like, it's an invisibility blanket. Put it on and you're invisible. And then like you just threw it over yourself and that's it. Like it was great. And that's
But yeah, it went pretty good.
Yeah. Look at you chewing your vegetable sticks.
Oh yeah,
Your
the
vegetable sticks.
You know, I probably shouldn't be munching on these.
Hold on, let me.
Recording something
I have today instead of Langer's guava, pineapple, mango juice or whatever, I have Honest Tea, organic honey green tea. Honest Tea, sponsor me.
Is it very honest?
It is very honest. It has 19 grams of sugar. So what are the ingredients of Honest Tea? Let's have a look here. Brewed tea, you know, that's a good first ingredient. Brewed
nice. Brewed tea.
Fair trade organic cane sugar. You gotta love that organic cane sugar. Organic honey, organic and natural flavor, ascorbic acid and citric acid. You gotta love that acid. Honest Tea. Available at literally almost every convenience store or grocery store in Massachusetts. Alright. I just finished my Honest Tea. You want to actually talk about something now?
Yeah, let's find it. Let's talk about one of the topics.
Let me look at the topic list. The first topic I have here is Charles is fat, chocolate cake, roommate sick.
First of all, Charles, you're not fat, alright?
Yeah?
You are a big guy, but no way, no one would ever call you
I know,
fat.
it's so great. I'm thick.
You're very thick. You're
very thick. It's great. You know, I actually ask people about my weight sometimes. I tell them, I'm like, guess my weight. And a lot of people are like, oh, 185, 180, 190 if I'm particularly bloated that day. But then I say like, no, I'm 210. And they're like, what? They have that nani face? You know? It's great.
You know what? I really don't weigh that much. Like, I think I haven't weighed myself recently. But like, I must be like 150 or something, maybe even less.
I'd like to imagine by I haven't weighed myself recently, you mean like couple years?
Maybe.
Like, oh yeah, I weighed myself like 5 years ago. I think I was like 97 pounds back then. I'm probably about the same now. Oh man. But no. So the reason why I put that in the chat is because my roommate was sick and they talked to their dad, who's a doctor, and their dad was like, oh, just get a bunch of chocolate and eat it. So my roommate bought a bunch of chocolate and a bunch of chocolate cake and a bunch of stuff. But the chocolate cake was pretty terrible, so they didn't want it. It was like this chocolate mousse thing from like Whole Foods.
Ugh.
It was like $20. It was pretty big. And it had like 39 grams of sugar per serving. And there were like 4 servings in there. And they finished like 1/4 of it, and they were like, it's not good. I'm just gonna leave it in the fridge. I'm like, hey, do you want this chocolate cake? Like, I saw it and I was like, oh, there's chocolate cake. And they're like, no, I don't want to eat it. You can finish it. And so I did.
Ooh.
I finished the entire cake in one sitting, Spencer.
You know what? That's the only way you can eat chocolate
It
cake.
it was good. It was like, it was...
So they just had bad taste?
No. They were sick, so, their taste buds are probably not very good. But the first 1/4 of it was really good. It was great. I was like, this is a great cake. I just kept shoving it in my face. Then I got to the halfway point, and I was like, I'm starting to get a little, a little uncomfortable. I'm like, this is starting to get not as good. And by the last, 1/4, I was like, I really don't want to eat this. But there's only a 1/4 left. And, I don't want to put the whole carton back into the fridge. So I was like, I'm just going to finish it now. Oh, man.
Yeah, you can't just eat until full. You have to eat until you're a disappointment to yourself.
That's right. You have to eat until you're disappointed in yourself. And you know what's even better? that roommate had someone over. They were studying with their friend.
They just watched you the whole time.
No, I was in my room. So their friend, it's like this cute Korean girl, and I walked into my room with the cake, and I was like, I'm gonna eat this whole cake. And then she laughed a little, and then like an hour and a half later, I come out, and I'm like, I finished the whole cake. And then she was like,
what?
same. That's me in a nutshell.
Something similar happened to me. One of my sister had her friends over, and I don't know why, but I was just eating baked beans, just straight out. Like I threw them into a bowl, microwaved them, and I just started eating it with a spoon. And her friend must have seen me eat it for a while.
Yeah.
I ate all of those beans.
How big of a can was it though?
It was like one of those smaller cans.
Was it just like a normal stereotypical can, or was it slightly smaller?
It was slightly smaller than the stereotypical can, but there were a lot of beans.
That's not that bad then. It's just a bit of beans. Hold on, I need to sneeze.
Beans
Woo!
are tight.
I'm gonna cut that out.
Ooh. If you're gonna cut that out, cut this out.
Oh man,
Right.
you know, I might just leave that in. I might just leave the whole thing in. I don't know. Depends on how I feel next Friday when I edit this.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna wake up, go to the gym, come home, and just edit for like another 6 hours. Because last week, I edited on last week Friday, and I started at like 11, and then I didn't finish until like 6 o'clock. It was crazy. It was a lot more than I had anticipated. I was aiming for like 5 hours, but it ended
You
up
gotta
being
really
7.
give those other people who make podcasts props. They're
Yeah.
just editing.
Yeah, if we ever make enough money, I'm hiring an editor. First thing I'm doing with the money. There's no way I can keep editing. It's so much work. Or if we ever plan on making this like monthly, like I need someone else to do the work for me. Look, I just want to show up, talk, and get the money. Okay.
And then have someone else.
I don't want to have to do any of the work. Oh man.
I want to talk. I don't want to do anything else. I just want to talk.
That's right, Spencer. I'm an artist. Okay, you can't. My sultry voice is art. You can't contain this.
Listen, everything's.
Everything is art. Yeah. All right. So speaking of our voices, we actually have better setups now, which is great. So I have repositioned my microphone so that way it's not like a foot away from me. Now it's like right up against my face, so everything should be a lot more clear. And I'm getting a boom. I'm getting a boom soon, which is like the scissor arm, so I can just clip it to the side of my desk. It's gonna be fairly medium. It's just like cheap.
That'll be like a big setup though. Like how much space are you taking up already?
It's fine, cause it's one of those things where you can unscrew it. It's like a clamp on the bottom, so I can, when I'm recording, move my desk, clamp it, put the microphone in, record, and then when I'm finished, unclamp it, put the microphone back to the way it is right now, which is just on my desk. Yeah, I just got this really cheap, like $12, very basic boom off of Amazon. I was thinking about getting a shock mount, but it's like $50, and I was like, I don't need that. It's fine. Listeners, you can deal with when I hit my desk. So you can hear that.
Woo!
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not a professional. We're amateurs. It's fine.
We just this for fun. We're not expecting anything from it.
Yeah. Although Honest Tea, if you're gonna sponsor me.
Except for that, sponsor us, please.
I don't even want your money. I just want your products.
Yeah, just send us a product, and then we'll be like, nice.
Like
well,
Charmin toilet paper. Sponsor me.
Ooh.
We can end every podcast with wipe your butt the right way. Wipe it with Charmin. Was that another crunch? Another vegetable stick crunch? Yeah.
Yep. Also, I can definitely go on a tangent about those Charmin bears.
Oh yeah. Let's talk about those Charmin bears. What do you got?
All right. So it's kind of strange. Like, you ever see their commercials? Like, I don't see many of their commercials anymore. But like, all the entire like Charmin bear world revolves around like wiping their butts. Like all of it. Like,
look, Spencer. Does your world not revolve around wiping your butt?
It's important in this world, but like they do regular like butt inspections to make sure that they're all wiped clean.
Have you never had a butt inspection, Spencer?
You know what? If I did, I'd probably call the police.
Have you never flown internationally? They do love their butt inspections. Oh man. You know what, Spencer? When we fly to Oregon for Thanksgiving, I'm gonna make sure you get a butt inspection. I'm gonna pull one of the TSA people aside, and be like, "Hey, that guy over there, you see him? He looks kind of suspicious. You might want to search all of his cavities."
Wait, I don't want that. No.
Then you'll wish you had Charmin.
I wish I had Charmin after that. You're right. Okay.
Now you start to understand the Charmin world.
Now I'm under. All right. How about we go to another topic?
Oh man, that's great. Okay. All right, fine. You know what other products should sponsor us? Equate flushable wipes, hypoallergenic. I love these. They're really helpful. You can buy them for like $2 at Walmart a pack. They're way better than normal toilet paper in the sense that they're wet. So
Man, are we just doing like this big like product sponsor wheel without even getting any money? Wow.
Look, we gotta set a precedent, you know? We gotta set a precedent. Oh, Zachary just asked us if we're around in 30 minutes.
Ooh.
I'm gonna tell him we're recording.
No, don't tell him that. Just say, yeah, we're around.
Yeah, we're around? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Why? Well, are you gonna stop at 30 minutes?
No. I just want to lead him on.
You just want to lead him on? God damn, Spencer, you are ruthless. Is this how you do your relationships? You just lead people on?
Pretty much.
Oh, wow, damn. I hope listeners can hear the sarcasm in our voices. I don't know if they can or not. Yeah, okay. The original topic was how good our setups have become, but then we went off on this tangent on random crap. So
that's how talking works, my dude.
That's how talking works. So I have a better setup now because my microphone's close to my face. You have a new microphone.
It's like one of those call center headsets. So it's like a little flip up and down kind of microphone on one side.
So you're like if I was a superhero, you'd be the guy in the computer chair, like telling me where to go.
Yeah.
Do you ever have those moments where you flip the thing up and down like the microphone?
Yeah, I sometimes just flip it up and down. I'm not using anything. It's actually pretty fun.
Yeah, it seems pretty fun because you're just like you can pretend like you're getting a phone call, like hello Chicago, you got me. Okay, so if you were an old timey like radio phone man, if you ran like an old timey radio show, what would you do?
Hold on, wait, let's see if I tiny thing.
Hello, how are you doing? Welcome to the podcast show.
Did that sound good?
Was that literally just you talking to your hands?
I covered my mouth and did a voice.
Okay. All right. If I had an old-timey show, it would either be Charles in Charge, because that's just like the show, and everyone knows that saying. Well, okay, all the old people know that saying. All the young people don't.
I don't know.
That's because you're too young. But yeah, it'd either be Charles in Charge, or it would be like something to do with being Chinese. It'd be great. All right. So now that we've gone over our very improved setup, and hopefully further improving setup in the future, maybe you'll actually get a microphone, like a better
good microphone.
Yeah.
Oh well, this is the best I got for right now.
Yeah, don't worry. This is like several years in the future. I'll get you like a 1967 Blue Yeti.
I mean, yeah, if we ever
it's
actually
like $250. That microphone.
That's
Apparently,
stuff.
it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's not like amazing, but it's definitely better than what we have.
Yeah, like I don't know. There's just such a big demand for like audio equipment because like you see that stuff all the time.
Yeah, it's so expensive too. It's like getting into film. So I know some people who are in film, like they're film students and stuff, and they always talk about how expensive cameras and like mics are and other things like that. I was like, oh yeah, you know, I've seen some expensive cameras, a couple $1,000s. Let me look this up, and I look up like HD, like if you wanted to film in 4K, and I was like, oh, it's like $15,000 for this camera to film in 4K. I'm like, okay, that's why I could never get into film. I don't have that kind of money.
It's just crazy. Like you gotta be really dedicated. You want that as your hobby, pretty much. Like
That's
filming
why,
or taking pictures.
Oh my god, yeah, cameras too. Some of those lenses are so expensive. They're just like, oh, I could either buy this lens or pay rent. Like, it's pretty.
sometimes
rough.
you got to make sacrifices.
That's right. Sometimes you gotta live out on the streets to be a good photographer.
I don't think you can be an artist and make money, except for like those 5.
That's right. If you make money as an artist, you're a sellout.
You're
right?
doing it wrong.
You're a sellout. Just like with this podcast.
Just
as
like-
long
yeah.
as we don't make any money, it keeps our artistic integrity. As we say, sponsor us.
Yeah.
Every company possible. This is our artistic integrity, Spencer.
See-
We have integrity.
We don't want artistic integrity. We want to be very selfish people. All right. We don't
that-
care about any art thing.
Is that our new motto? Instead
Yeah,
of
like-
delicious garbage, it's we don't want integrity, give us your money.
Exactly. You know, like we have
That's
integrity right now, but we're perfectly fine with losing it. Okay. Let's
Alright.
grab
Let's
one of the
actually
other
do a
topics.
real topic
Yeah,
instead
an
of
actual topic.
instead of chocolate cake. Alright, so the second thing we have here is cults. Because you said you have a surprising amount of knowledge about Scientology.
I don't know why. I just started looking up a bunch of things about it, and it's just crazy. Although I know that people who talk about it, the Scientology targets them, so actually, I don't know if I even want to talk about it. But they're pretty crazy, though.
You're going to be targeted by the
Get
Scientologists
targeted.
soon?
I'm gonna get targeted by the Scientologists if I talk about them. Still, it's just like this big cult. It's pretty. They got a weird doctrine too. It involves space ghosts and aliens. It's like, all right, so there was a previous race of a bunch of people, and then something happened. They all died. I think.
Of course.
I think an alien killed them or something. I don't know.
Aliens.
Then eventually, with them all being dead, their ghosts are in the earth, and then like volcanoes shot out. They're space ghosts. They're aliens too, of course. So there's space ghosts launched out, and they get stuck inside of the people today. So all the people, everyone has space ghosts inside of them, and their whole doctrine is about getting rid of those space ghosts that's inside of them. That's pretty much it. You gotta get rid of those space ghosts that's inside of your body.
You have the demons inside of you.
They're not demons. They're just space ghosts.
Oh, okay. You have
Like,
the
I don't even
space
understand.
ghosts.
I'm not completely sure, but that's the whole thing.
Okay. That sounds very strange. I don't know what to make of that.
Like, I
You
don't.
know, let's pull up a page.
To be fair,
Scientology.
I'm not
Let's
sure
have a
how
look.
people actually get into it because it's just so absurd.
They have a website, Scientology.org. Oh god. Oh god.
Don't go to the website.
They have online courses.
They're gonna
They have books. They have audiobooks. They have films. Oh,
track.
they have a Scientology Twitter.
Ooh, nice. Oh, they say anything good?
Let's see what they have. Michelle is a baker and a pastry artist. Her passion began at 3 years old when she and her grandmother cooked together. Scientology gives us the tools to know when one of us has a problem and how to resolve it. Michelle B., Scientologist.
Yeah, problem. Space ghosts. Gotta get rid
That's right, those space ghosts.
of.
That's so
And-
strange.
And then there's always those cults that, well, like the secret organizations that everyone knows of, like Illuminati or the Freemasons.
Of course. Those Freemasons, you know? Oh my god, have you ever, there's this video. I don't remember what his name was, but it's this white guy. He's pretty well known amongst the conspiracy theorists. I don't remember what his name was. I remember one of the videos that I watched where he had a book in front of him, and he was just reading from the book. And it was all crazy shit. It was just like, the earth is flat, and this is why. And he's like, obviously, all the powerful men in history have been part of the Freemasons, all the way back to George Washington. And like, we even have evidence of them in ancient Egypt and the Roman period. It's so crazy. It's so insane. And he talks about, like, the world is being poisoned. Poisoned, I say, by all these Freemason propaganda. And he's just reading this
Okay.
off.
All right.
It's so great. It's like if Alex Jones was more, like, toned down and more professional. Because he actually has a pretty boring voice. His voice is fairly, like, monotonous. I was making him sound a lot crazier than he does. He sounds like kind of a lecturer. He's just like, the Freemasons, they control the world through their
All right.
political and economic power.
With the Freemasons, like my uncle is in the Freemasons. He's
Of
in like
course.
it's not like a joke. Like he is in a group that's called them, and pretty much all they do, it's just this club. Like they have this secret language that they have.
They have a secret language.
Well, it's like this weird. It's like a cipher that they have, and they write notes to each other sometimes, and it's like they just assemble dinner parties almost, and they attend those, and that's like all they do. So it's just like, oh, I'm part of the Freemasons, and that's like.
There's nothing. There's no super secret things going on, you know.
As far as I can tell, they're not taking over the world anytime soon. Because my uncle, he's not gonna take it over anytime soon either.
Oh my God, Spencer! In Boston, there is the Grand Lodge of the Masons, and it is right in Chinatown, and it has 5 stars, perfect 5 stars, and there are 90 reviews. That's really suspicious. That's really suspicious. I don't know what's going on at the Grand Lodge of Masons. Okay?
They're conspiring against everyone to boost their reviews scores.
Man, I think I'm getting sick or something. Because my roommate's been sick for the past week and a bit, and I recently started having like this cough.
Oh, really? So is it like a horrible disease that's breaking out, you think?
I don't think so. My roommate has a pretty terrible immune system.
You ever catch the flu?
No, I actually haven't gotten the flu in a very long time.
I got the flu like just last year, and it stunk.
Did you not get vaccinated?
No, I guess I didn't find the time.
See? This is what happens when you don't get vaccinated.
See, like, it's not... I just, like, never found the time to do it.
You know what? That's very fair. I actually didn't plan on getting the flu vaccine this year. Like, I just didn't think about it. It didn't even cross my mind until I went to the health office at my school, and the nurse, she was like, "Oh, you're perfectly fine. Like your chest, uncomfortable chest thing is just like you're probably lifting too much at the gym or something." And I was like, "I don't lift anything." And she was like, "Oh, do you do running and stuff?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I do running and like push-ups." And she's like, "Yeah, that's probably it." And she was like, "You're fine." She did like some heart compress. She like pressed down on my chest in a couple places, and she was like, "Yeah, you're fine. Don't worry about it." And she was like, "Oh, by the way, while you're here, do you want to get some vaccines?" And I was like, "Oh, like what? Like the flu vaccine?" And then she was like, "Yeah, we have them in season right now." And then she checked my record. She was like, "Oh, you also have like you're missing like an HPV vaccine. Do you want to take both of those now?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." And then she got both vaccines, and then she stabbed me. She was like, "Okay, I'm gonna stab you twice, okay?" And I was like, "Don't worry, I'm not afraid of needles." And she's like, "Oh, well, we're gonna have to test your resolve right now then." It was actually really fast. She was a very skilled operator.
You see, she went ahead and just injected the government drones into your body. All right, like that's what they're really doing. They're injecting the government drones in there, and they're making you sterile, and also it's mercury in there. Because that's
something
what
about
does.
The frogs are gay, right?
The frogs, yeah,
That's
it
right.
turns frogs gay.
On the sheet that she gave me, it was like flu vaccine. Common side effects include like sore arm, headache, fever, whatever. And they showed like the statistics. So the headache and all the other things were like 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10. The sore arm though, 9 out of 10.
Oh,
9 out of 10 people will have a sore arm. And you know what? I did have a sore arm. It was sore for like a day and a half.
I got a shot one. I don't know if it was like the medicine or if it was like just where they stuck me in the arm. Like, but my arm was pretty sore, just like in the bicep area for a while. I really don't know what it was. They could have just stuck me in a real weird spot, or like it just didn't really feel that great in my arm. But I don't know. It was pretty sore.
Yeah, I have to go back now in like a month to get my second shot. And then after that, I have to go back again after a couple months to get a third shot for my HPV vaccine.
Oof. See, yeah, there they go. Government drones, right there. That's why they need that many.
You know what, though? I don't mind. As long as I'm immune to HPV, or at least like mostly immune, I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
I'll take as many government drones as I need. Amazon, if you want me to be the first drone man hybrid.
Just stick me with all the stuff, good stuff.
Exactly. If Amazon wants to make me the first Amazon human drone, I'm ready.
Well, they already got human drones, but you know.
Zachary says he's ready in 5 minutes. we're just gonna not. You want to invite him to the podcast?
Yeah. What if
special guest in the middle of the podcast?
Middle of the podcast.
Middle of the podcast. We can invite him.
We got the third person. It's no longer 2-person podcast. It's 3-people podcast.
You know what? It'd be fun. He could go off on a rant about things.
Oh, wait, he can help us talk about our next topic on the list.
Magic the Gathering / card games.
Yeah, because he was really into that. More so than us, probably.
He was much more into Magic the Gathering. At his house, he has like a couple thousand cards, probably, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he has a bunch. Like, I have a couple, but like it's like one shoebox full.
Yeah.
It's like definitely like he must have had like I don't know how many. There was like a couple boxes just filled with stuff. Like, I never got super into it, but like I know a couple people just had super insane decks. So should we explain it more? Or?
Magic the Gathering? Why would we need to explain Magic the Gathering?
Well, listen, our audience probably would know what it is, and by
Look,
audience I mean our like 4 friends.
Audience, if you don't know what Magic the Gathering is, don't listen to this podcast. This podcast isn't for you. We're huge nerds. We're gonna be talking about stuff like this all the time.
What if they're a Yu-Gi-Oh fan instead of a Magic the Gathering fan? Then they won't understand.
If you're a Yu-Gi-Oh player, get out of my podcast.
Yeah,
get the fuck out of my podcast.
We don't like you know only the MTG Master Race are allowed. All right.
This podcast is for people with no life and people who are huge nerds. Okay, if your ideal Friday night is you go out to a frat party and you chug a bunch of beers, this podcast isn't for you. I'm sorry.
See, if you're listening to this while you're hanging out with people, like, dude, come on, you're like betraying us and your ideals.
This podcast is not for people with friends. This is a podcast for people like us who sit around at their computer making podcasts. Exactly. You know what, though? I actually listened to our podcast a lot of times while I was editing it. And eventually, with the finished product, I had to listen to the finished product just to make sure there wasn't anything wrong. And it was actually pretty entertaining. Like, there are points where I forgot that it was me and you. And I was like, oh, this is just an entertaining podcast.
See, we're entertaining, but, like, only we don't know it.
Although our friend Zachary, he was a little bit sad that we cut out the part where we insulted him.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't like that part. He wanted us to hear the full tirade.
Right. He wanted to hear the whole thing.
He probably wouldn't be my friend anymore if he heard that bit.
I think you're really overselling how offensive you were. It was, if on a scale of like 1 to 100, it was maybe like a 30 at most. It really wasn't anything.
No.
So Magic the Gathering, I find it pretty fun, but only in very select circumstances.
Yeah, like it's normally like it's fun like when I was at high school, even though when people saw me, they would be like, nerd. But it was fun because like sometimes I like in one of the study halls, I would play Magic the Gathering with some people, and it was like pretty fun, just like nice. In public.
I remember, didn't we used to play at lunch sometimes?
Yeah, we played at lunch, and that was pretty fun.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. We played Magic at lunch. Yeah.
It's normally fun to make really stupid kind of decks without just have a super gimmick to them.
Oh yeah, no, our decks are so garbage right now. Oh, Zach says I'm here. You want to invite him?
Oof, hold on. Wait, I'll send him a link.
Invite him.
Hold on.
We're recording.
No, don't tell him that. Just send him the link. Did he respond?
You want me to just send him an invite link?
Hold on, wait. I'll send. Invite
okay, you invite him, and then he's gonna be like, "Oh hey, how's it going?" We'll be like, "Oh hey, here he is." Hold on, let's see if he joins. Hi Zach.
Oh hello, our special guest today.
Our special guest today.
You guys are live.
Welcome to Young People Protest. We have a surprised guest, Zachary. Hello, Zachary.
I am also surprised.
Oh man! So we were actually just talking about Magic the Gathering, which is actually something
Dude, I
you
love
could
that
talk
game.
about. Yeah,
I can talk about everything.
Look. Talk about Magic the Gathering because we're nerds. We don't know how to be good. We just like our gimmicks. So you're actually someone who played decks back in the day.
Yeah, you played actually legit decks instead of my all fish deck.
Shit, it actually was back in the day. Damn, we're old. Jesus.
I'm 18.
Being below 20.
Shit, you're young.
Yeah. Hey, it's my birthday in a month, so you know.
You're almost less old.
It's okay. On my birthday, I'm gonna go eat sushi with my sister.
And you're gonna get seed foods. Fuck, I can't speak. Seafood.
Wait, you just
swear
we were gonna have
seafood poisoning.
PG.
No. I'm gonna have C's food. That's right, C's food. Have you never had C's food?
It's food of not just one C, but many
Of
C's.
multiple C's, yeah. It's like when you're thick with multiple C's. You know, C's thick.
Well, I think those are different scenarios. I tend not to want to eat people who are thick, but I mean...
I don't know about you, but sometimes.
I mean, in certain ways. I think I ruined the PG-13ness of this podcast.
We're done now. Instantly,
Don't worry. I can censor out anything. I can cut out anything that is inappropriate.
Can you just make my entire voice like a beep? Like whenever I speak, it's just permanently censored.
The problem is I'm recording my voice and then what I'm hearing separately. So
Wait,
you and
what
Spencer are in the same voice track, so try not to speak over each other because I can't cut it that
Hey
easily.
Spencer.
Hey, what?
Spencer.
Hey,
I'm gonna speak over you
what are you
all
saying?
the time.
We just have this exact idea.
Yeah.
Alright.
I hate all of you.
Anyways,
Alright,
Magic the
okay.
Gathering is a good game. I recommend it for all age groups, especially if you don't have friends like us.
That's
Although,
true.
wait, the issue with Magic the Gathering is you have to have friends to play.
Not unless you
No,
have
no,
Magic
man.
the Gathering Arena, the new game.
Sponsor
Unless
us.
if you play it online.
Hashtag sponsor me.
No, I
Um,
made some friends from card from hobby shops like
Yeah,
Guild
see-
Leaf Gaming.
I'd like to
Sounds like-
imagine that you would just say like, I made some friends from Card, and you just stop.
From I use card and make friends. But
Yeah.
yeah, see, those kind of hobbies, like, it kind of forces you to talk to people.
Just
And, like-
but you can't. It's a delicate balance too, though, because you can't like broadcast your hobby because you don't want to be the kid who's known as that guy who plays Magic the Gathering.
Yeah. So it's like that slippery slope. Like, you want to find people who play it, but, like, you can't be like, yo, dudes, let's do some Magic the Gathering, bro.
See, that's the problem with being a nerd. You have to be like closet nerdy, right? You don't want to come out as a nerd.
I've never had that problem.
But I feel like you're just weird.
I'm aggressively nerdy, I feel like.
But you're Asian, so it's okay.
That is true. By the way, everyone, both Zach and Spencer are white, so they're going to offend the minorities very
Yeah.
frequently.
Yes,
As-
we are.
as we don't like minorities. No.
Hashtag,
gonna say that.
hashtag not racist.
I'm gonna cut this part out and move it to the front, so that way the first thing the listeners hear is like, we don't like minorities.
As a white person, not only am I being racist to white people, I'm also objectifying every other race too.
But
right.
it's okay because I'm liberal.
Okay. Have you guys registered to vote?
I have not.
No,
Damn. Our
I
election
probably need to.
is in how many days? 1, 2, 3. Our election is in 3.5 weeks.
I don't really know anything about this election, so me voting would just be an uneducated vote, which
Let's
is
do like a 10-minute Google search on the candidates.
also I don't know how out of state voting works.
You send in an application to your town hall, and then they send you a ballot in the mail.
And I'm not gonna do that for that midterm, man. Besides, I'm in a
The
democratic.
midterm is so much more important than the presidential campaign.
I'm in a democratic state, anyways. So.
But you could vote in Connecticut.
Connecticut is also a democratic state.
Well,
Republicans don't
one
win
vote.
in Connecticut.
One vote. You never know. One vote.
One vote in Connecticut is the
One
equivalent of like nothing. Let's be real. All those people who say your vote matters, it matters if you're in a non. If you're in like a what do
If
they
you're
call
in
it? A
your
split
opposing
state.
state,
Yeah, or if you're in a what's
A
the
swing
word?
state.
Yeah, a swing state. There we
Yeah.
go.
I
That's
don't
when it
want to get
matters.
too much into politics in this podcast.
No, okay. Here's
So-
the problem. Here's the problem.
We've
We're
become
very
a political
young.
podcast.
We're very young, so I think we might have biased opinions.
Oh, you mean we care about human rights? Yeah.
No, I think because we're not old, so we probably would. We probably have a different perspective.
Okay, let's be real. We can offend old people because there ain't going to be any old people watching this podcast.
Yeah, you're right. And if
You're
you're
right.
an old person listening to this,
Yeah,
I don't
screw
like
you.
you. All right, we're the young.
So wait. So we already said if you don't know what Magic the Gathering is, don't listen to this podcast. If you play Yu-Gi-Oh, don't listen to this podcast. And now if you're old, don't listen to this podcast.
We're gatekeeping. We got
And we already said-
group of people.
We already said we don't like minorities, so we don't have minorities. We don't have old people.
We
don't
have the
have
white
Yu-Gi-Oh
people.
players.
This is
We
just
don't
the
have
the white
gatekeeping. This is just the gatekeeping episode. We're gonna list off the qualifications that people have to listen to
Okay.
this, or they're not allowed.
Okay, so if you're gonna listen to this podcast, here are some ground rules. Number 1, you have to have internet. Number 2, you have to have some electronic device to listen to this podcast. And number 3, you have to be willing to like, comment, and subscribe, and donate money to us.
Yeah,
Even though we don't have any
exactly. And number
Patreon.
4, which is probably the most important, you have to be able to hear. Because this
Oh
is
my god,
audio.
are we? Oh no, are we non-inclusive? We're not including the people who can't hear.
Of
Yo,
course
terrible.
we're
wait, but
non-inclusive.
is it if people who can't hear can't listen to us, like, is that being rude?
We're such terrible people. We make a product that people who can't hear can't even enjoy.
Like
terrible.
if people can't hear, they can't listen to them. But like
Yeah.
we don't make we don't like transcribe this.
I hope for our sake this podcast never becomes famous.
No.
Because if it becomes famous and people listen to this episode,
This is gonna be.
Find
You know what?
this,
I'm gonna
like, wait, these people.
I'm gonna title this episode the offensive episode.
No, it's just like gatekeeping 101.
Oh yeah, gatekeeping 101. Even better.
I was just gonna title it like white people or something.
Well, you know what? You're the special guest. You don't have any leverage.
I didn't even know I was a guest.
I know it was a surprise.
The surprise special
It was
guest.
a surprise. I just came here to play video games.
Well, we can play video games in a bit. Oh, speaking
no,
of video
I'm not
games.
complaining.
Speaking of video games, Spencer and I today we went on an MMORPG search. We went on a pilgrimage. Okay.
And you
So-
arrived where?
So those of us who know me, and by that I mean none of you because you didn't know me back then. I used to love RuneScape, and that was around. Oh god, how long ago was that? That was like a decade ago. So that would have been 2008, 2007, 2005 ish.
How old were you?
I don't remember. I was in grade school. I was in like 2nd or 3rd grade. I used to love RuneScape so much. So much. It was such a great game. And I think Spencer can attest to this. I was laughing. I was really having a lot of fun today. So
Yeah,
Spencer and I, we went on old school RuneScape.
It's like it was my first time trying that out. I've like heard of things about it, but like it's just I don't really understand how people are so into that.
Spencer, there were 74,000 people online.
It's the old school one too. 74,000 people,
74.
and like you
thousand.
can only click buttons. Like you can click your mouse, and that does everything.
There were literally more players playing RuneScape than PUBG. At that moment, there were more players playing RuneScape than PUBG, which was like the most popular game for about 6 months. Crazy. It's crazy. I don't know what to think anymore. I thought I was gonna have to find like an obscure like third-party emulator server. No, it was just an official server with like thousands of people.
Still going on, very
Crazy.
strong.
Damn.
But no, I felt a lot of nostalgia. Even though it's a terrible game, I love it. I love it so much. My favorite activity is cooking. You know, I like the cooking part of it, where you have to find all the ingredients, put them together. A lot of fun. And then after we finished with that, we were like, let's not play this. This is garbage.
And then there were 999 people there.
That's right. And then we went and played Neverwinter,
What's that?
which is the D&D MMORPG made by Perfect World. I think it's a Chinese developer. Perfect World.
I feel like the D&D RPGs just aren't that good.
Yeah, they're definitely like lackluster when compared to like, the actual thing. Because
That's true. Here we
Just
go. Perfect
different
World. So Perfect World, they make a lot of MMORPGs. So Neverwinter Dungeons and Dragons, really fun. Really fun, actually. Although we only played like an hour.
we got like 6 level.
Yeah, we played like an hour of it. I played a great sword fighter. What did you play?
I was a gamer girl cleric
Oh yeah, that's right. You were a gamer girl cleric.
because my whole plan was to eventually pretend I'm a female and then get people to give me free things.
And I was like, there aren't any gamer boys that thirsty. That's not happening.
You'd be
You know-
surprised.
You know what? Maybe I'll be proven wrong. I don't know. Fallen Husky.
Back in my league days when my username was Fallen Husky, I did get hit on by thirsty guys who thought that Fallen Husky was apparently a feminine name.
And
I
then
don't know why that sounds.
who was it? Who were we playing with? Was it?
Oh yes.
Yeah, she was playing with some guy named like Daddy X or something.
Yeah. She
That
also
was
gets
strange.
We're gonna accidentally dox some people.
Dox anybody? Come on.
Nobody's gonna know.
How many people are named in the world, right?
Let's
And
say
how many
just
people
be
are named
one.
like Zach? Zach and Spencer and Charles. We have such white names.
And you're not even white.
Exactly.
Get out
It'd be different if our name was like Crinkle, Crepe, Bellyface.
What's the bellman name from Zack and Cody?
Zach and Cody? Esteban. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If we had a name like that.
Esteban. Let's have a look at his Esteban full name.
Yeah, somebody
Here we
read his
go.
full name.
Let's have a look.
We're just gonna go into Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Alright, here we go. His name is Esteban Julio Ricardo Montoya de la Rosa Ramirez.
We had a name
That is a
like
long
that.
ass name. Yeah. So Spencer, Charles, and Zach, we're not exactly unique people,
Yeah, pretty basic.
to be honest with you.
Basic bees.
Yeah, we're very basic. We're basic bitches. I'm gonna have to put an explicit warning on this podcast.
Oof.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Just be
Yeah,
like,
thanks, Zach.
contains,
Ever since
like,
you
political-
came in.
Political discussion, curse words,
And a lot of hate.
sexual content, violence,
And a lot of hate.
drug use and alcohol use, tobacco use. Like,
Wait. That was
Tag all
before
of
me.
that.
we're gonna have to put a lot of tags.
That
Just
was
because of
before
you, Zach.
me, for the record.
Just like how our previous episode was named Young PP Boys.
Yeah, that's also explicit.
That's right.
That's gonna get banned.
Huge ban. So much banning going on. It's gonna be great.
Hashtag ban us.
Hashtag
Hold on,
ban.
I need a cough. Okay.
Please add sound effects for that when you're editing.
Just like like the stereotypical karate kick, like I'm gonna add that every time one of us coughs now. From now on, I'm just gonna add that cough noise instead of us coughing. It's gonna be like.
Also, please give me a surprise entrance theme. Like maybe
Yeah.
the Pokemon, like you've found a Pokemon, like in
Oh,
Wild
yeah,
Grass, maybe
yeah.
that thing.
Yeah, we'll give you a surprise entrance theme. Just watch.
Like a wild Pokemon has been encountered.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, if Zach was a Pokemon, what do you think he would be, Spencer?
Dude, I'd be Flygon.
Be that Magikarp.
Screw you! You did that. You did that just for the toxicity.
Damn, that toxicity though.
That was
Alright,
pure
hold on.
toxicity.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the original 151 because that's all that matters.
Wait, let's take a Pokemon personality test right now. Let's all do it.
Right now?
Pokemon.
Yes, why not?
Right now?
Person.
Okay.
Right now?
Okay.
Why not? Hold up,
No,
we want the
as a
original
special-
51 though.
This Pokemon, this podcast is really evolving. First
Dude.
episode was just us talking. Now we have surprise guests, special
Yeah.
effects,
Now we have surprise
Dude,
quizzes.
take that one. Take that one, yeah.
surprise quizzes. Oh my god.
So just for the record, we're going to take a quiz on gotoquiz.com/which of the original 150 Pokemon are you? One.
Okay.
For some
All
reason.
right, let's.
Spencer
let's
will
do
link
this.
it in the description. Dude, how
Okay.
old am I?
What do you mean Spencer's gonna link it? I'm the one who has to run all of this.
Okay, okay, my
Charles,
bad,
Charles
Charles.
is the boss,
Garbage.
man.
Charles
What
got
is
so
this?
mad.
Garbage. No. Let's establish the chain of command here. First of all, this is not a democracy. This is an oligarchy. That's right.
What is
That's right.
flighty? What does
What?
that word mean?
Flighty?
Does that
You know,
mean
like you're
fight or flight?
anxious. No. Like you're scared of things. You run away all the time. You know that. I would say that describes you pretty much.
Okay, that's offensive. I'm mean-spirited.
Damn.
Wow.
I mean, I think it's a little true. Out of kind, carefree, flighty, or mean-spirited, which would you choose for me?
Flighty.
I'm not kind. I sure as
Flighty.
heck ain't carefree. I don't think I'm flighty. I don't run away.
It's just 12 questions. You could get your Poke right there.
Yeah, this
Wow,
doesn't
12 questions.
this
Wow.
doesn't sound reliable.
Out of 150 options.
Am I?
You
I'm
only have to
mean
answer
spirited.
12 questions.
Do you like meeting new people? No, I hate meeting. I have a few
Do you
friends.
like
and-
meeting new people?
No, I have a few friends. I'm not sure if I like them, but I have them.
Spencer, that was him attacking us. I don't know if you noticed, but he just attacked us.
Wow.
Yeah, I did.
We invite you as a special guest onto our podcast, and you insult us.
First of all, I didn't even know I was coming onto a podcast.
It was a very quick invite.
I just clicked on it and I was like, "Oh, you guys are planning for your next podcast?" Nope, we already in it.
That's right. You didn't even RSVP. You know, you just came onto the podcast.
I didn't get that option.
Hey, you know what?
How strong are you? I'm in decent shape, but I'm not like spectacular.
Really, I put out of shape.
I've been going to the gym these past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I got a gym friend. We only talk when we go to the gym.
Ooh.
It's a guy.
Is it like a really buff dude who like you rub his muscles? You know?
Actually, yeah, he's pretty buff. He's been working out like every day for the last like 3 years.
Damn, that man.
Actually, probably longer.
That man.
He's like small, but like once he goes to the gym, like you know how when you're working out, your muscles like come out, like
Yeah.
the muscles show. I'm like, damn. If you could travel anywhere, hold up.
This is where we discover Zach secretly wants to date his gym friend.
Nah, I'm not into muscly people.
Damn.
I don't want to. I wouldn't date somebody who could murder me.
Really? Interesting. I mean, that's my type. That's my type. Just so you know, ladies, any ladies listening to this, if you are really buff and like really tough, you're
Don't
my kind of
message
gal.
me.
You're my kind of gal.
See,
All right.
they don't have to like be able to murder you. They have to want to murder you. All right, that's the only people that I care about.
Wait,
Damn.
wait,
Damn.
guys, am I an action movie or a comedy movie kind of person?
I feel like you'd be an action movie.
Action movie, got it.
I feel like you'd be an action movie.
what?
But this is supposed to be your test, Zach. You're supposed to know these things.
I don't know me.
That's deep.
What do I
Man.
do on my day off? I
Man,
watch.
I don't
TV.
even know me. Man, I don't even know me, man.
I
So,
mean,
like-
for context, I am in the weed capital, Oregon.
That's true. That's true.
Hold up, let me double check my answers.
I finished the quiz and it didn't
Okay.
give me any.
It's
It's like we
wait.
don't know.
Wait, did we get scammed?
We might.
Well,
I
I
just
did.
chose the first one. Hold up,
We
submit
might.
answers.
All right,
I'm
here we
also
go.
one of the others.
One of the others.
What does
Yeah,
that
that's
mean?
what I got.
You weren't Pikachu,
So-
you weren't Meowth, you weren't Charizard, you are a single unimportant part of the ever-growing crowd of faces no one cares.
Wow.
That's so sad.
Wow.
That's what, did everyone get that one?
Yeah.
Wow. So this is an
We-
awful
It's a
quiz. Don't
scam.
take this quiz.
This
Yeah,
is a
it's just
terrible
gonna
quiz.
hurt your
All
feelings.
internet quizzes, they're just meant to hurt your
Hold
feelings.
up, let's find
Have
a
you-
different one.
Have you guys ever taken the Pottermore quiz? The one where they're like, "Which house are you?"
Those are so like. So
Oh yeah, I'm
obvious.
Slytherin.
Because there's like 4 questions and then like you know exactly like which.
Yeah.
Okay, try that one, guys.
Okay. So, like, here's the thing. In high school, all the basic white bitches were really into the Pottermore quiz.
Dude, that's true.
It's great.
Which one of these options best fit you? I like protecting people. I like exploring. I like killing my friends.
Okay, we don't kill our friends. That's not a Slytherin thing. Those are the only people we don't kill. Dude, a good game of tag sounds good. I sent a
I hate
link
tag.
for one that might be less scammy.
Tag is so much work.
I love
Is
tag.
so much work. You gotta run, and you gotta touch people. I don't like touching people, Zachary. Here's the thing.
I mean, depends on the
Are you-
person.
Are you taking this? Are you taking this too far?
No.
I mean, we're already
no.
past
I think this is exactly where it needs to be.
that. Your friend is angry at you. Do you think you'll ever be friends with him or her? The last option, I have no friends.
Wow. Wow.
I'm definitely a time traveling kind of person, but teleportation would be pretty cool too. Ooh, maybe I'm a teleportation kind of person. Yeah, teleportation. You'd be invincible in a fight.
Would you though?
Yeah, think about
Would you though? Have you ever seen that movie Jumper?
It was kind of cringy.
Yeah, I mean, it's the one where Samuel L. Jackson is like a special agent hunting down these people who can teleport. And the people who teleport, they can only teleport if they look at photos of where they're going. Or like if they focus really intently on it. And how they manage to catch the people is they would shoot them with harpoons. With like metallic lines. and when they teleport, the line goes into the photo that they went into. Which makes no sense, by the way. Makes no sense. But whatever. It's fine.
Guys. I got Mew.
There's only 6.
You
There's
got
only
Mew?
6 questions.
Answer
For
the questions.
151.
It's only 6 questions. How do they know? So you got Mew. Yeah. I got Ninetales.
I got Mewtwo.
Mewtwo? Like the Mewtwo?
Like, there's literally only one Mewtwo, Charles.
No. Or is he saying Mew as well?
Oh
No,
shit, you're right.
I got the a different one.
Okay, so you got Mew number 2.
Yes.
Okay. Alright. So, Ninetales, I'm graceful, and I have a mysterious past. Ooh, I'm mysterious. And Zach is just gentle and
This is
kind towards others.
bullshit. This is bullshit.
You love playing with pink bubbles. Zachary, are you sure? Are you sure that you aren't a pink bubble Pokemon? Come on. Alright,
I'm
Spencer,
sure
what
I
is
ain't
Mewtwo?
gentle and kind towards others.
You're very serious about everything. It's always a competition to you.
This is
Whenever
bullshit.
yeah, that's not me, actually.
These tests!
None of this
These
is-
tests!
Jeez.
These
that's
are
not
like the
me at all.
opposite of our actual
Yes.
personalities.
Gentle and kind towards others.
What is this garbage?
When someone is injured, you help them right away. Healing others is what you do best.
Wait, hold on. I'm looking at the comments, and all of them are either Bulbasaur, Ninetales, Mew, or
I don't even see Mewtwo.
I don't see Mewtwo in the comments.
Ooh,
either.
then I'm unique. I'm a special snowflake.
You're a special snowflake.
Okay. I give up on these
Alright.
quizzes. They're all
Give up on
scams.
these quizzes. These are terrible. Yeah. All right.
They don't have enough questions.
They don't. They never do. Have either of you ever taken that the love languages quiz?
No, what the hell is that?
It's a quiz where you answer questions, and it tells you what is your love language, how do you express love, what is your ideal partner.
Oh, it's
so
like
fun.
it's like that weeb, like tsundere, like
No, it's not that we've seen there. It's like middle-aged white woman takes these quizzes. Hold on, love languages. It's
What
like
about
the
the,
5 love languages.
Which Friends character are you, Quiz?
These are garbage. And then there's also that quiz. What is it called? It's like the 8 personalities.
oh, the huge personality test with like the NJ and all that.
Yeah. The
Actually-
SINIENISTGP or whatever. Myers-Briggs.
That was super popular like my junior year in high school.
I don't know why, but people like it. I find it fascinating that they're trying to classify us, but whatever.
Isn't that what people do in general? That's human nature to classify things.
Probably. I just find it fascinating that this test, in such a short time, seems to think that it can classify you. I don't know.
Oh, that reminds me of a good. There's an accent quiz. There's a pretty good New York Times.
Accent quiz, yeah.
Not where are you from quiz.
Okay.
Um,
A dialect quiz.
it's like a where are you from quiz. So it asks you questions about the way you talk.
How y'all use and you guys talk.
Is that it?
That's,
I don't
that's
know if that is it.
New York Times. That's what it.
Well,
Let me just tell you this right here, partner.
Let's see how.
I have a very dignified way of speaking.
Let's try it.
Yeah, that's the one I saw. Okay.
All right, I would say you guys.
You guys.
Was it just one question?
No, there's 25. What do you call a drive-through liquor store? I
Here's the
really
thing, I would,
really
here's the
don't
thing,
know.
I would say multiple of these things. I would say you guys or you or
You-
you
I
all.
so
say
so the
other
trick that the trick that linguists try to use for this is you try to get yourself in a natural environment. So usually I'll try to trick myself into using a sentence like hey, what's up? You guys doing okay? But I wouldn't say y'all.
All right. Okay.
I would say
so
y'all
this is, so this is
sometimes.
like in the most casual and normal conversation.
Yeah, they're
Okay. All right. So
wanna
I would
assume
use
you're
you
not.
guys.
yeah.
I would use you guys.
I would use y'all if I was in a linguistic environment because we have to discriminate between you singular and you plural.
Mhm.
Do we have a special term for drive-through liquor stores? I don't know it.
My second home. Hey.
I didn't even know there
wait.
were drive-through.
Anyway.
You call something that is across the street from an intersection. What do you mean? It's
What?
diagonal. It's diagonal.
I have no term for that.
Hold up, I think I would just say diagonal. Like
I would not say diagonal. I would say across the street.
I would say like
Wait.
diagonally across the street.
Caught and caught. Same. Aunt.
Caught and caught. We should have a distinction. Connecticut should have a distinction.
Caught,
He lays
caught?
in a cot over there. I caught the ball. Hold
Caught
up.
and
Did we,
caught.
did we lose
Caught
it?
him, I laid on the cot. No, they sound the same to me.
Hold up. Most of the East Coast has that distinction. Has Connecticut lost it? There's a cot over there. I caught the ball.
I mean, I'm from New York, Connecticut, Belize, so it's not like...
Okay, you're not from Belize. Linguistically...
I spent the first 3 years in Belize in my life. Come on.
Wait,
Oh, yeah,
3
that's
years? I
right.
thought it was
Since-
1.
Since you're here, we're gonna have to talk about languages now, because that's
No.
all you talk about.
I was
You
born
don't
in...
fight me, Spencer.
I was born in 99, and I didn't move to America until
Damn.
after, like,
You
2
do
or
have
3
influence
years.
from that, then. And then
I
you
know,
spent in New
I
York,
know.
right?
Yeah,
You
New
probably
York.
don't have a lot of linguistic influence from Connecticut, honestly.
Mhm.
When did you get to Connecticut?
8 years ago.
8 years ago, so you would have
8
been
years
10. So you got a little bit, like, lexically, but your pronunciation probably isn't affected by Connecticut.
My pronunciation.
Yeah. Your pronunciation is probably, like,
There we go.
what?
Pronunciation.
They're the same thing.
I know. It's just fun. I've never heard anyone say pronunciation. in, like,
Pronunciation.
Connecticut, yeah.
I don't know. I think West Coasters say that. I have some influence from Oregon now that I gotta be careful. Hold up. Caught and
right.
caught. I think I do say them slightly differently. There's a caught over there, I caught the ball. Caught over there, caught. Caught. There's a slight difference in my vowels. Fireflies. We don't call them lightning bugs. I say caramel, right?
Caramel.
Caramel. I
I think I use both, but I think I use mostly caramel. Hold up. What do you mean the area of grass between the sidewalk and the road? It's the area of grass between the sidewalk and the road. Why would I have a word for that? That's not important. Wait. I don't actually know the answer. What do you call a large wild cat native to the Americas? It's panther, right?
No,
What?
a panther.
What?
Is it a
No
puma?
panthers
Is it a
in there.
cougar?
That's a mountain lion
I don't know about
or
that.
a bobcat.
That's true. Yeah, we have mountain lions and bobcats.
But it says the Americas. There's lots of large wild cats in America.
I would
mountain
probably
lion.
say mountain lion, right? Mountain lion's probably the most common.
We pronounce Mary, Mary, and Mary all the same. Yes. We don't have that distinction. Boston might. I don't actually know.
You mean Baston?
That Boston accent.
Yeah,
Yes.
you mean
That
Baston?
was southern.
Yeah, they have nasally vowels. I
Yo.
use traffic circle and rotary. I don't know which one's most common. Probably traffic circle. I know my parents say roundabout.
That's great.
That's a Boston thing.
I say roundabout.
It's a sub. A long
Is it?
sandwich
I
is
call
a
it a
sub.
grinder.
I say sub.
Huh. Interesting.
An easy high school or college class. I don't really have a word for this.
I call it an easy class.
I call it an easy class.
Yeah. What?
A small freshwater lobster is just a lobster. It's still a lobster. Doesn't matter where you find it.
I think they're referring to crawdads. Alright, so whenever you guys finish, we can talk about our results.
I got 5 more. Sneakers. It's a water fountain,
Not a bubbler.
not a bubbler. So I think
Not
they
a
say that
bubbler.
in Boston.
A bubbler.
What do you mean a small road parallels to the highway? It's the breakdown lane, right? Is that what they're talking about?
I don't know.
I don't know what they're talking about. What do you call the small gray bug that curls up to a ball when it's touched? What are they talking about?
Look up any of the words that are on that option list, and you'll be able to tell.
Centipede? Yeah, we just call them a centipede, right?
No, look up roly-poly. It's a very specific thing.
Roly poly.
Oh.
Do we have those?
I don't know.
Yeah, actually.
I've
Yes,
never
accurately.
seen this before.
All right. So yeah, it says like Massachusetts area. That's what it says. That.
Yeah, they're very accurate.
That's actually pretty accurate.
It's based off science.
Sciencey.
Science.
Real science.
Now
Language
look ahead.
science.
We don't want any of your science, alright? We got Scientology, okay?
Exactly. We were just talking about that, Zach.
Them space ghosts are all inside of you. Alright? The government's infecting the space ghosts inside of you through their vaccines. Amazon's gonna turn you into a man drone.
Yeah, it has me like in the Boston, Connecticut area. So
Yeah.
we good.
It has me there as well as Los Angeles.
Yeah, it has me in Boston, Yonkers, and Jersey City. You lived in Los Angeles, though, didn't you?
I don't know why. It's like Honolulu, Los Angeles, Glendale, and then a little bit of Connecticut and Massachusetts.
What's their reasoning, though? What do you say for some of them that they were like? It's like if you scroll down.
Scroll down.
Although also thinks that I've been to Honolulu, and I don't understand that.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know why.
Where is Yonkers?
Honolulu.
Yonkers.
Yeah, it's like Boston, Jersey City, and then Yonkers. I'm not sure.
Yonkers.
I don't know.
We've been recording for about an hour and 15 minutes. I'm gonna take a break.
Okay.
I gotta go pee, so you guys can keep talking if you want.
Break time.
I'm gonna go pee. I'll do that.
Is he gone yet? Is he gone yet? Is he gone yet? Can we make fun of him?
No, we only make fun of you on this podcast.
That's discrimination.
Yeah.
That's racist because I'm white. You can't do that.
No, it's fine. This
I have white supremacy on my side, Spencer.
Me too.
Well, you know what? I think that leads us to a stalemate, which means we gotta focus and turn towards the minority. I'm looking at you, Charles.
Wow, we're just gonna go back to minorities.
It's funny because Charles is like whiter than us personality-wise.
Okay, I need to take a break too, so hopefully Charles cuts this part too.
Yeah, I
So
hope
I'll be
so
back.
too. Goodbye. I lied. I don't really need to take a break. Just didn't want to sound like that one guy who's all alone. This is awkward. I'm just gonna sit in silence. I really hope Charles cuts this part. My roommates are being loud. My friend bought me a cactus. Welcome back.
I'm back. Where's Spencer?
Spencer also said be right back.
Okay, I'm back. Is Charles
Hey,
here?
we're back.
Nice.
Here we go. Now that we did the mid-roll, the mid-break, after all the sponsors, we've just announced in the pre-recorded mid-roll section.
All right, and we're back. We're ready. Hold on, let me close my door. So my roommates don't get annoyed at me. There.
You got that recording light yet?
No, I don't. We haven't made any money
Ooh.
because we have literally no viewers outside of our friend group.
Hey Zach, as one of our viewers, give us money.
You know what? He's right. You are probably our third biggest fan right now, Zachary.
Behind you
us
too?
too.
Behind Ron, probably. Ron said she really enjoyed our podcast. She thought it was really funny. So, that's good. This episode, though, not as funny. Not as funny. We talked about some pretty dark stuff.
That's the funny stuff, though.
Is that really funny?
Sometimes you gotta be a little serious and talk about actual life stuff.
We need
yeah?
to go full edge. Alright?
Full
I'm
edge?
only gonna talk about how I cut myself in the evenings. Oh.
Damn, that was dark. That was way darker than we've ever been.
Yeah.
So dark.
Let's
So
not talk
dark. Am I gonna have to put a disclaimer in
But disclaimer: this episode's we're making fun of everybody. We're bringing up bad topics. We're gonna get hunted by Scientologists.
Disclaimer.
There we go.
This episode contains many trigger warnings, including Scientology, cutting, old people, white people, drugs, tobacco, bananas. Thank you for listening, and have a good day.
I think it's a little late for the disclaimer.
I'm gonna cut it and put it in the beginning.
Yeah, we can say whatever we want, and it could go anywhere.
Well, I can say whatever I want, and it can go anywhere. You
That's
two have overlapping voices, so I'm gonna have trouble with that.
Is it possible to separate our voice tracks? Like for future? Like set up two different voice
Probably
tracks?
have to have a better calling thing.
Like a setup. Yeah, you'd have to have a different setup. Not just Discord. Because basically I'm just recording my microphone input and then Discord separately. But if we wanted to split your things, we'd probably have to get different like audio lines, and that's a lot of effort. And a lot of money. And I don't want to have to do that.
Or we could just all record ourselves separately and then send it to you.
Yeah, you want to send like a several gigabyte file over the internet, yeah?
So even though you just invited me, I have the chat log history.
Mm-hmm.
You have some interesting topics.
Yeah, those are all our
Old
topics.
men.
Hey, don't read them aloud. We can only talk about them when we're reading
Wait,
them.
we already talked about all of those.
Yeah. I'm going through the past where we talked
Oh,
about
the past one.
specifically it's like old men.
We talked about all
Like
of them.
that's a topic. Old
Yeah,
men.
no. That topic was about how Spencer and I are old men and how we don't understand the kids.
Oh, I thought
Yeah, that was gonna be like, we don't understand why people like Fortnite and like why people like what's his face, XX Tentacion, Lil Pump, and all them, and like,
And
it was gonna be a whole thing.
Apparently, you're a detective who makes up a theory about a dead body, how you were gambling and owned the mob and tried to cheat them and got whacked. It's
Yeah.
serious.
Yeah, I was actually, so that, I already talked about this, I'm pretty sure, in the last podcast, unless I didn't, but basically, my roommate is a film student. She's,
Oh yeah, I remember this.
yeah, she's a film
Yeah,
student.
we talked about this.
Yeah, and, I helped her film something, I was an actor, and, you know what, there was this one of her, group mates or whatever, it was this very cute Korean girl. She was very attractive, okay? And when my roommate went to the screening of the short film, she was like, "Oh, where's Charles?" And I was like, "Damn, I should have been at that screening. I should have been at that screening. I should have been like, hey, let's call her Sandy. Hey, Sandy."
No, you should call him human person.
Number one, you got to label
Number
from
one.
Spencer.
I should have been there. I should have been like, "Hey, you know, that was fun filming with you. I think we should hang out sometime," and been very cool about it, you know?
Hey, girl. Yeah, you know, I'm a actor now.
That's right, I'm an actor now.
Big shot.
I'm going big places.
Big please.
Although, to be fair, I'm not an actor at all. Acting is terrible. Okay, alright. Let me preface this. When I say acting is terrible, I don't want to offend the, let's say, 3 theater children that are
It's
listening
a
to
little
this.
late to offending people.
Yeah, we have already offended.
If any of you,
Why is it specifically the theater people you don't want to offend? Like white
if-
people,
listen,
minorities, that's
okay.
okay.
Those groups, like, they're not gonna do anything to us, but theater people, they'll track us down.
look,
I think
look,
no,
I don't want to
it's
get
the
attacked.
band kids. It's the band kids. You gotta
Okay, if you're a band
Those are the
slash theater kid, okay?
please
Let me
don't hurt
preface
us.
this. Let me preface this by saying I used to be in theater. My sophomore year of high school, I was in theater. I had 2 lines in one play. It was so much fun. I showed up to like 3 rehearsals. I said my lines. Everyone loved it. Then I had in senior year, I did theater, but not because I'm an actor or because I'm passionate about the arts or like anything like that. It was because a cute girl asked me to.
I respect that.
Sometimes you're like, you're just at lunch and you're eating, and a cute girl goes like, "Hey, I have this play. Do you want to be in it?" And in your head, you're thinking, "God, I don't want to be in that play." But then you think, she's a cute girl. Why not?
The
Sucker
moral
for
of the
everything.
story is if you're a cute girl and you're hosting a play, invite Charles.
You know what? If you're single and you're cute and you have a play, I will be in your play.
No, wait,
Okay.
don't invite me. Don't invite you.
Damn.
I'm sorry, but Spencer is more attractive.
Spencer is, you know what? If I were gay, I think Spencer would be very attractive, okay?
I
Hot
think
shot right
Spencer's- I
here.
think Spencer's most people's choices here.
I'm a sex magnet.
I take back everything I said after that.
Everybody's attracted to me.
That's right. Yeah.
I turn people gay. I'm so hot.
Hold on, I need to turn on a fan. It's so hot right now, I need a fan. Hold on. Spencer,
I'm
you're
gonna take
hot.
off my jacket. 'Cause, ooh, it's steamy.
Oh
in here.
man, it's so hot.
Ooh.
Hold on. I gotta turn on this fan. I have to put this fan underneath the table, or else it's gonna have noise into the microphone.
All right.
But no, I don't know. I would say Spencer would be a great wingman. That's all I'm saying.
Until he steals your girl.
That's
Till I
right.
steal
He
your
would be.
girl. Yeah,
This is Mr. Spencer Steal Your Girl. Okay.
Some people call him Johnny Bravo.
Bravo. Oh,
You know what? You definitely have the muscle. You definitely have the muscle.
Wow,
I'm so small.
you've really seen Spencer in a different light than I have.
Yeah, Spencer's
Really
a hunk.
buffed up since the last time I've seen you.
Yeah,
you're right,
you haven't
didn't
seen
see
him-
me, in like a while. So like, I'm actually super buff right now.
It's been like 6 months. You could get buff in 6 months.
Yeah,
It's been like
he
10
bulked
months
up.
actually.
He bulked up, man.
You could get pretty
Full. I got
buff in 10
full
months.
like 8-pack of abs. No, it's a 12-pack right now. All right.
12 packs.
You
12
can't
12
tell
packs
my
are kinda gross
neck
to me,
from my
actually.
shoulders anymore than that buff right now.
That's really unattractive.
Yeah, the bodybuilders that look like that. It's just it's terrifying.
That is pretty terrifying. Oh man.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
great.
I agree.
Alright.
What was the original topic again?
Magic
I
the
don't know.
Gathering.
Did we even?
That's right, Magic the Gathering. That was the original topic.
No, that was before the break.
good
So
game.
since the break, we broke off that topic.
Oh,
We're no
right,
longer
right,
talking
yeah,
about that.
yeah.
We're
We already
topicless
talked
right now.
about that. It was fullest.
Okay, we have no topic right now. We went through all of the topics that we were gonna talk.
No,
talk
we
about
still have
today.
some. We could go to the next topic. Something
is-
that we all did. The one right after Magic the Gathering.
Oh, I see.
Fencing.
Yeah.
Fencing.
Fencing. Yep, the sport that only nerds do.
The sport where if you're not varsity, nobody looks at you.
Hey,
And
hey,
even if you are
That's
varsity,
just-
if you're a male, people still don't look at you.
that's real life.
That's just our school.
That's real life, Zach. If you're a male, nobody looks at you.
Yeah, no
That's
way.
not
Here's
true.
what,
If
dude.
you're rich and white, everybody
It's,
looks
it's
at
all
you.
about those cute
Damn.
girls.
Damn,
That's
Zach
their
is
whole life.
our rich white representative here. Your family.
I'm in the most debt here.
Hey, no, but your family is upper middle class.
Yeah, but I
Alright.
personally am in $120,000 of debt right now.
Oh yeah, that's right. But your family is much richer.
And that's
I-
what the government says when they refuse to give me money.
Exactly.
Okay,
I am the.
Let's talk about the government. Let's get political, all right?
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
political. Let's
That's
get
why
political.
see,
Spencer, are you
government.
shoving vegetable chips in
Yes,
your
I
mouth?
am. All right. That's how much I hate the government. I have to shove stuff in my mouth.
that's why me and Spencer took up fencing, so that we could one day challenge the
All
government
right. Well,
to a
listen
duel.
here, the government. First of all, they govern stuff, and I don't like that. We should change that.
What do you
I'm
think
s-
the
I'm so
government should
sorry.
do, Spence?
Audience, I'm so sorry about all of
Hold up. I'm not sorry. Spencer, what do you think the government should do?
I think they should govern differently, and then not be governed.
I'm so confused as to your political alignment right now.
Okay, alright. Here's the thing. I am this group's minority poor person
Oh,
representative.
bullshit. You're whiter than both of us.
First of all, I am Chinese. Alright? And I'm lower middle class, baby. That's
yeah, but
right.
you have less debt than me.
Okay, my net worth might be higher than yours, but my raw assets are lower than yours.
No, that's not true. My raw assets are lower than yours as well, actually, I think.
Listen, let's not talk about the wealth unless if we're making fun of the 1%, which I'm all for. Because again, I hate the society.
That's
All
right.
right,
So
that we
Zach's parents.
They're not part of the 1%. They're like the top 5%. Okay,
Okay, so
let's
it's only
straighten that up.
it's only the society that I hate that we live in. Society.
That's right. We live in a society that is mediocre at best. That's
See, the
okay.
problem is that it's a society thing.
I was
And-
really expecting Spencer to go pro capitalism, but he went the full opposite.
The anarchist route.
Yeah, the socialist route.
See, I can
You know
go
what?
full either way.
It's
You want
fine.
to completely switch to full communism? Wait, that was anarchy, and then I can switch to communism, then I can go to capitalism. Let's see.
The moment Zach comes on this podcast, why are we suddenly so much more political than the first one? What is this
Because
garbage?
He brought it up. Alright, it's his
Wait,
fault.
what?
It all changed because of him.
Can we do a recap? This is all recorded. I would like to do a recap.
Okay, what would you like to recap? What do we recap?
I would no. I want to challenge the flag on this play. I want to review.
You
Alright,
want to
you know
review?
what?
Yeah.
Yes,
bring
yes.
up
when
the
you're
clip
editing
right now.
Yeah, let's
Bring
go
up the
back.
Bring up
Well,
the clip of him
not
being
right now.
stupid.
Okay, so when I'm editing, I will cut in the clip of whoever was the first person to be very political. I'm gonna cut it in right here. Zach is our rich white representative here.
Please do. The first person to be political after the break.
Okay, alright.
And before the break. Do both.
I'm gonna do one. I'll do one.
Okay, surprise me.
Talk about our actual topic.
Our actual topic, yeah? Fencing?
Fencing. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's something we all did in high school, all together.
Yeah.
Fencing was perfect until my senior year and y'all's junior year. Alright?
Yeah, so
when...
the
Spencer, I'll let
structure
you-
wasn't that great. But let's talk about the sport in itself instead of just
I want to
Instead of high school drama?
high school drama.
But
'cause
that's what people want to hear, Spencer.
you're right. If you want to hear that high school drama, that's what all the
Alright, so when
shows
we
are
talked
about.
about Magic the Gathering, we didn't explain it at all, so I'm assuming we don't need to explain fencing.
You stab
I-
people
we
with swords.
have a-
For the
Yeah, that's a
people who
pretty
don't know.
succinct way of putting
and you
it.
hit.
There are 3 different ways to stab the peoples with the swords. That's all you really need
They
to know.
don't need to know those different. Look it up
It
if you're
doesn't
actually
matter.
interested in it. Just
Just-
look
It
up.
literally doesn't matter, yeah.
And we were pretty good.
Okay, we were not pretty good.
Okay, me and Spencer were pretty good.
We were okay.
We were good in high school standards. How's
Yeah,
that?
That's
in the
pretty
high
good.
school standard, we were okay.
Okay, good in
High school
anything has to have
standards.
a context.
You're right. You're correct. Unless I say chocolate chip cookies are good.
You're right.
There's
that
no
doesn't
context
need
needed. That's right. See, look at that. Look at that.
That's
Look at
just
that.
fact. Unless you're Spencer, who can't eat chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah, as somebody who has an allergy to dairy, I get harmed
Oh man,
because of.
it's okay. It's
And for
alright.
some reason, Zach, you find that hilarious.
I do think it's sad. That's why I laugh. I
Because
like
all you
without
eat
milk,
is
I would
pizza.
die.
Maybe that's why we're so funny. People just listen to this and they're just like they think we're really sad people and they laugh at us.
they feel better about themselves.
That's why I listen to you guys' podcast.
That's right,
Oh, wow.
exactly.
Yeah, but now
Okay,
you're
so,
on it, so
about the sport and our experience with it, I was very mediocre. I was very middle of the pack, slightly above average, right? So when I first started, I started later than both of you because I started my sophomore year. You guys both started your freshman year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Okay. I was what we call a novice, so that's your first year. And I was a pretty good novice. I got third in both like major state tournaments for novices, and it was just all downhill from there.
I think the only tournament I did substantially impressive in was I made it to the finals for that tournament,
I got
and I
third
got
place.
second.
Damn, now you're gonna get doxxed.
Full docs. You just said the school that you were at. They could look at the registrar. And
Yeah, but I,
Get
but
so
I didn't.
dogged.
But I didn't attend that school. Also, how many are there in the world?
Okay, let's have a look. Cause you're about to get real. If it's like really doxed, I'll cut out the name of the school. But yeah,
Alright.
as long as we don't give any information about it.
I don't know.
Oof.
How did we all?
Oof. Okay,
get-
this is actually looks like there is some information on it, but okay,
Also, I didn't say what year.
that's true. But then again,
Also,
they
all
know
they
your
know is
name
I'm
though.
Zach.
They have your name. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Zach.
there are so many Zachs.
In fencing.
Yeah,
When he
there's so many of
Yeah,
it. It's a
probably,
white sport.
just in our.
Okay. All
You
right.
realize
I'll
how
leave
many
it in.
people are named Zach?
All right. I'll leave it in. But
My
if you
next
get
door neighbor.
doxed, okay.
You're not popular enough, Charles. Nobody listens. Who's gonna find me?
We know who you are though. All right, so
Yes, you
I'm
are.
surprised you're not more scared about that.
You think somebody's gonna come torture me for you guys' information?
No, I think that you should be afraid that we know where you are because we're scary.
Oh yeah, we're scary. Is
We're
that
the
right?
scary people.
Okay, all right. So, what about fencing? What was I gonna say? I was gonna talk about how none of us transitioned into fencing in college, which I found very
No.
interesting.
It was just like
Because-
this fun pastime for us.
Yeah, I was never particularly serious about it. Our coaches were far more intense than I ever was.
I would like to, when I go back to the East Coast, because you guys already mentioned we're East Coasters, so. Anyways, when I go back to the East Coast, I'd like to start some, like a casual fencing club up. or like just at least for us. Like I have a strip. Good old Martin.
Okay.
Well,
Okay. Disclaimer: strip in this case does not mean strip down. Strip means the mechanical equipment for keeping track of score.
I think
while fencing.
context. I think our viewers are smart enough to get that from context.
oh, I can strip if they want. I'm not actually not wearing anything
no,
right
please.
now. Like right now, as we're recording this, I'm not wearing anything.
I mean,
Oh,
I'm in my pajamas.
No, yeah,
So-
I'm just in sweatpants and a t-shirt.
I mean, here's the thing: we could
I'm
all
wearing
record naked. They wouldn't know.
They wouldn't know.
They
I'm
wouldn't
wearing
know.
these
I
sexy
could just be
shorts.
lying.
Thank God we don't have any
We're
video.
gonna record, so he wasn't able to prepare his wardrobe adequately.
Yeah, that's right. Thank God we don't have video for this podcast because we would be ugly as shit.
Nobody would watch. Our
Yeah.
our one thing going for us is they don't know we could all be really sexy,
Oh yeah,
but we're not.
we got them sexy voices.
We already
Hello,
established
ladies.
how much of a sex beast I am.
If you're watching this because you think we might be cute, stop watching. We're not.
Oh, knock at the door. Hello.
Dude, who is it?
What's up?
Is it a
Interrupt-
cat?
I'm playing
Dude, dude. Put them
I'm
on.
recording a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Are they gonna take you? You know what?
Kill them.
If they have a problem, say
I'll be done in like half an hour.
Tell them to take it up
20
with
minutes.
me if they
20
have a
minutes, half
problem.
an
All right?
hour-ish.
Because I'll show them something.
Yeah, you're buff. Spencer.
I don't know why. I don't know why.
All
I
right,
would
that's
show
my
'em.
roommate. That's my other roommate. They were asking me to teach them how to play Magic the Gathering.
Right now we're supposed to play video
Wait, that
games.
was one of
You're
our
a
topics.
traitor.
Let's go ahead. We can go back to that topic.
Look, I'll
We
just
can
bring
invite
them
them
into
over.
my room and we can talk about Magic together.
I have my Magic the Gathering cards at my foot right now. Mostly
All
because
right,
I don't
okay.
have any other room for them.
I don't even
Okay.
know- where are my Magic cards? They're under my bed somewhere.
Yeah, they are.
Alright, anyway, so I just found it interesting that we didn't transition into more like NCAA or even like lower division fencing. So I applied to MIT because they have a really cool fencing program, and they're also a really good engineering school. But I got rejected. I got waitlisted, then rejected because I'm not nearly special enough.
For me, it was just a fun thing, so I really
Mm-hmm.
wasn't super into it. Like going forward, I wasn't expecting
Mm-hmm.
it from it because like I just really like sword fighting.
Yeah.
That's badass.
I enjoyed it a lot, but the tournament structure was it was too long for me to do outside of high school. Like, I don't want to be at a tournament. I don't want to get there at 8 a.m. and then leave at 11 p.m. That was just ridiculous.
Yeah, those tournaments were up that day or Saturdays. So we didn't really have any Saturdays.
And as a college student with homework, I don't have the time.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Although to be fair, I still wear my fencing hoodie around.
Yeah, we
I didn't
still
get-
got that.
I don't have a fencing hoodie.
Damn. How else are you supposed to wear it and then look like one of those guys who can't let go of high school?
No, but when I was
I peaked in high school.
when I was studying in Korea, they gave us Letterman jackets for some reason.
That's hilarious.
So I have a Letterman jacket from Korea with my name on it.
Nice. But no, I like the didn't let go of high school look. It's pretty fun.
The middle-aged guy, and he's wearing like his.
I
high
feel like
school
you have to
hoodie.
be white for that look. I'm sorry, Charles. I don't know if you
That is
get that
true.
look. Like,
I
I
am
don't
a-
know if...
I am aggressively Chinese. You're right. You're right. But yeah, I don't mind fencing, but I tried the fencing club at Boston University and it was pretty mediocre.
I did
They
the
were like-
fencing... I did the fencing club for a little bit at Oregon, too.
Like I don't know about high school, but I do know that in I don't know about college, but I know in high school it attracted a particular type of people.
Oh.
Yeah, the drama queens. The drama queens. Holy shit. There was
So-
so
It was-
much drama.
There was two types of people. It was like drama queens and stuff,
nerds.
like you just kind of said, and like nerds, and well, everyone's a nerd.
It was
Everyone was,
basically
okay.
it was basically theater kids and then nerds, and then
Yeah.
some people were outliers, but they were like statistically outliers. You know, they don't count. Like what's her face?
Don't say their name. They
That's
could
a
be
very
listening.
specific
We can't
name,
talk
too.
about people.
I'll bleep that out. Don't worry, I'll bleep that out.
Okay, good.
I can keep my I can cover up my. That's why this is a no pressure podcast. I can bleep out. I can cut out anything I need to.
Okay. In that case, frick.
Yeah.
Bleep that right out. Alright, so...
She had the ability to annoy me like no one else.
There was some... Let's see.
It's okay.
We even have more topics.
We don't have any more topics, in fact.
Oh, we got one topic that isn't good, and we're not going to be talk about.
Lord of the Rings? Lord of the Rings!
Specifically the lore. No, let's not talk about that. That's
The
stupid.
lore. Let me read to you page 335 of the Silmarillion.
I don't know why I put that in there.
I don't know. I think we had a couple of topics, and we just went for it.
Yeah, I just put down a bunch of things.
We're breaking the illusion that this is a well-prepared podcast.
It's not. Most of the stuff we're just pulling out of our butts.
I wouldn't know. I just got here.
Yeah, look. This podcast is great. It's so low pressure. We don't have to prepare. We just talk. It's great.
Yeah.
It's my ideal kind of podcast. I think if we ever want to give it structure, I think that would be disingenuous.
I mean,
What? Oh, we both started talking at the same time. That's awkward.
yeah.
You go first.
I don't know what to say. You go.
No! No! You go first!
I was especially unprepared for this, okay?
Both of you started talking, and then both of you stopped like, whew, good thing he started talking so I don't have to talk. Oh man, this is great.
This is...
I
This is so
recently started arranging songs for piano and guitar.
Of course. Yeah, you want us to play songs at Thanksgiving, which is not gonna
Yeah,
happen.
it's gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
It's gonna-
Okay. Here's the problem. I can't bring my guitar.
I have a guitar.
You have a guitar?
I bought an acoustic guitar. I knew you'd say that. I'm prepared.
Look,
You
I don't
can't
want to
stop
pay
this,
like, what is it,
Charles.
$50 to check my guitar? That's crazy.
Well,
I could buy another guitar with that money. That's
well,
how, look.
buy another guitar too.
So I'm gonna... I'll just play your guitar then. But, you know, neither of us are good singers is the problem.
But we have Ron,
That's true.
and I'm a mediocre singer.
Oh yeah, you want to sing for us right now?
No,
Why not?
because that's awkward.
Hey, listen. Give me a song. I'll sing it. Alright?
All Star,
Any song.
All Star.
I'm not gonna sing that. It has to be by a female singer. Or else it's not gonna be worth it.
Katy Perry, Hot and Cold.
You're hot and you're cold! I don't know. That's the main words.
You got the melody right, so like.
Here we go.
Oh,
That's my
man.
musical choice. Pop stars. Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yeah?
No.
You're all very...
Full pop stars.
It's gonna be our band. Our 3-man band.
We're all gonna be pop stars.
It's gonna
I'll
be pretty
have-
good.
I'll be the drummer. Zach
can
will be the
guitar,
pianist. Spencer will be the singer.
and then Ron will be backup singer.
We don't even need a guitar. Oh, you know what? You can play the guitar.
The key. Oh,
That's not a guitar.
Zach can play the guitar. No. So then you can have like a setting switch. So that way, it'll be both a guitar and a guitar.
you're like one of those two-headed guitars.
Yeah, it'll be those two necked guitars where one of them is like a different orientation of strings. It'll be
That's
great.
exciting. Which is good because I suck at the guitar. I'll practice and get mediocre by Thanksgiving though. It'll be okay.
I will not practice, and I will still be very mediocre.
Okay, show off. I'm a good pianist.
You are a good pianist.
I'm not a good guitarist.
I am musically blind.
Spencer, you should learn the drums.
All right, so looks like we have hit the 1 hour 45 mark here. So let's start winding down. Last 10 minutes or so, a little bit under. So why don't we talk about our farewells? Is there anything, last words, any last word that you have to our audience?
Not really.
You don't? All right. Well,
I really, we don't really have an audience to say goodbye to.
I have a couple words to say. Make sure to pay attention to your dental hygiene. All right, it's very important. You don't want to get cavities. Make sure to floss every day. Brush your teeth, preferably twice a day. But people are normally busy. Just try and make sure to brush your teeth. You know, mouthwash. Make sure it's very clean. All right. Just stay healthy.
Very good last message. All right, my last message will be what was our motto? Oh, right, delicious garbage.
Nice.
Hashtag sponsor us.
Isn't
That's
our
it.
motto? We don't have.
Goodbye.